Today, we're going to tackle two of the most common and annoying digital problems out there: how to permanently save an important email and how to finally get past that dreaded attachment too large error.
I mean, we've all been there, right? You've got that crucial receipt for your taxes, maybe a signed contract, or just a conversation you absolutely cannot lose. Your inbox is this constant flood of messages, but some of them, yeah, those are keepers. And then, of course, there's the other side of the coin. You spent hours crafting the perfect presentation, you hit send, and bam, rejected. That frustrating file too large error, it's the worst.
Well, the great news is there's a super simple, kind of elegant solution that solves both of these headaches at the same time. And trust me, it's a skill you're going to use constantly. That's right, the good old PDF is the secret weapon here. It's the key to taming that crazy inbox, getting your digital records organized, and sharing literally anything without a single problem.
So here's why a PDF is so perfect for this. It doesn't just copy the words. It creates a perfect, unchangeable snapshot of the entire email. You know, the formatting, the images, the whole shebang. Think of it like a digital fossil for your records. Pretty cool, right?
All right, first things first. Let's get that important email out of Gmail and lock it down into a nice, permanent, tidy PDF. You are going to be surprised at just how easy this is. Okay, so it all starts right here, inside the email you want to save. Nothing fancy, just pop it open like you always do.
Now, if you're on a desktop computer, this is ridiculously easy. The little trick here is that you're not actually printing to paper. You're just kind of hijacking the print function to create a digital file. So you find that little printer icon, change the destination to Save as PDF, and that's basically it.
And hey, it's just as simple on your phone, too. Doesn't matter if you're on an iPhone or an Android, the process is pretty much the same. Tap that little three-dot menu, find Print, and then just choose to save it as a PDF right to your device.
Okay, so you've created your PDF. Awesome. But what if it's a huge file? Now we've got to tackle the sending problem, which is where a lot of people get tripped up.
I want you to burn this number into your brain: 25 megabytes. This is the magic number, the digital bouncer at the door that's behind all those file too large errors. And get this, that 25 megabytes isn't even just for the file itself. It also has to account for the text in your email and some behind-the-scenes techie stuff in coding that actually makes the file a little bit bigger when it gets sent.
And you know, this isn't just Gmail being difficult. Most of the big email providers have similar limits. It's not about restricting you, it's just a technical necessity to keep billions and billions of emails moving smoothly around the world every single day.
So, the big question is, how do we get around this limit? Well, the good news is you are definitely not stuck. You've got 3 fantastic options to send any file, no matter how big it is.
Now sure, compressing files or using another service totally works, but today we're going to focus on what I think is the cleanest, most seamless method for Gmail users: sending a simple Google Drive link.
Here's the key difference to understand. A direct attachment sends an actual copy of the file, which is what hits that size limit. A cloud link, though, just sends a little key that unlocks access to the one original file living in the cloud. It completely bypasses the limits and gives you way more control.
And the best part is, this is all built right into the Gmail window. Once your file is in Google Drive, you just click the little drive icon in your email, pick the file, and insert it as a link. It is absolutely seamless. Okay, now this is probably the most important step. Before you send, you get to decide what the recipient can do. Can they just view it? Can they comment? Or can they even edit it? And the coolest part is that Gmail is super smart. If you forget to give them access, it'll usually prompt you before you send. Seriously, it's a lifesaver.
So what if for some reason a Google Drive link won't work for your recipient? No worries at all. Compressing the file into a zip folder can sometimes shrink it just enough to get under the size limit. Or you can use services like WeTransfer, which are fantastic for creating a simple, temporary download link.
At the end of the day, what you've just learned isn't just some neat little trick. Mastering this workflow is a truly fundamental skill for managing your digital life, from your personal records all the way to professional communication.
You know, this really changes how you see your inbox, doesn't it? It's no longer just this temporary stream of messages. With this one skill, it becomes a permanent, personal archive that you are in complete control of. So that leaves one final question. What part of your digital history will you choose to preserve?